start this video off by telling you guys how I thought that the performance grounding kit made the check engine light go off, because like I said in the last video where we installed it, the check engine light went away and it had stayed away for like what, 30-45 minutes. Well, I've been driving the car throughout the past week since I've installed it, and it's literally been gone every single day. But about 5 minutes ago, right before I start recording, it pops back on. But oh well, I guess it's not that big of a deal. So real quick, before we hop into the fun stuff, I've been meaning to do this for like a month now. I just keep forgetting, and that is install these little valve stem caps right here. I'll give you guys a better look here in just a second. You might be able to kind of see it like that, but they're just little metal Genesis valve stem caps. They look a whole lot cooler than the stock plastic ones in my opinion, at least. So let's go ahead and pop these things on. Here's a better look at one of them. It's just got the little Genesis logo, and it's kind of like a gunmetal gray color. Looks pretty cool. Off with the old, on with the new. Oh yeah. Small little thing, but it looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And just like that, all 4 of them have been installed. Not that there's really much to install. You pretty much just unscrew something and screw a new one back on, but it looks pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. They were like $10. I got them from Amazon. I'll leave them linked down in the description if you guys want to pick some of them up. But yeah, now with that being said, let's go ahead and figure out, is a full bolt-on and tuned Genesis Coupe 3.8 fast? So if you guys have been watching the channel for a while now, you probably saw like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 months ago now, I retested the 0 to 60 time. The best time that I got was a 5.4 second 0 to 60, which was the best 0 to 60 time that I've gotten in this car to date. Now, I don't want to be cocky and jinx anything, but I really think that we can best that 5.4 second 0 to 60 tonight. Mainly because last time, well, all the last times that I've launched or tested the 0 to 60 time on this car, I've pretty much been doing it wrong. So from what it seems, I can launch it quite a bit harder. The hardest I've ever really launched this thing was like 2,000 RPMs, but I've seen quite a few videos of people launching it at 2,500, and the thing just absolutely takes off. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try launching a little bit harder. And then also in the comments, one of you guys actually told me to try this out in drive mode, because whenever you're in sport mode or in paddle mode, if you try to like redline the car, basically if you try to get it all the way to redline and then shift, it short shifts. It shifts early. Instead of shifting it like the 6750 redline, it'll shift it like 6250 or maybe 6400 max. And somebody told me that if you test your 0 to 60 time in drive mode, that the RPMs actually go all the way to redline and hit 6750, and it makes the car just a little bit faster. But I mean, honestly, any time shaved off the 0 to 60 helps. So now with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into testing the 0 to 60 time. We'll probably try it like 8 times or so, and then we'll do some 60 rolls and whatnot after that. All right, so I got the GoPro up on the head mount. Now, one more thing I wanted to touch on real quick before we jump into the 0 to 60s is the temperature. It is 29 degrees out right now, so it's super cold. I'm gonna have to get these tires warmed up to actually get traction. And also, besides that, to test the 0 to 60, I'm going to be using this draggy right here, which is, man, it's an awesome thing, honestly. If you guys ever want to test out your car without having to take it to the drag strip, I would highly recommend getting yourself a draggy. All right, let's go ahead and get traction and stability control off. Hold the button for a few seconds. You'll hear it ding. Everything's off, and now we should be good to go. Also, another thing I want to mention real quick, we're going to try it in manual mode, we're going to try it in sport mode, and then obviously we're going to try it in drive mode because apparently that's the best one to do it in. We'll probably start out in sport mode, so yeah, let's do it. All right, we'll test the first run right here. Stop, hit reset on the draggy. We'll launch it about 2,500-ish right here. Just spin, only spin. Man, that was, okay. So if, oh man, a 7-second 0 to 60. I don't know if you guys saw that or it picked up on camera the same way it did in live person, but we just absolutely melted the rear tires, bro. We spun all the way through first and second, and I let off. We probably would have spun into third if I didn't let off, but the tires should be warmed up now, I guess. So let's go for round 2 in sport mode again. We're gonna go ahead and try run 2 right here. Get to a stop, hit reset. We are not gonna launch it that hard this time because that was too hard. About 2,000. All it is spinning. It's just spinning so much right now. Like, I don't know if you guys heard that. It literally spun through first, through second, started to spin into third, cut power, and then took off again. That was just, I don't know what's going on, man. That was a 6.8. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to perfect this launch because it's so cold outside. All right, so this time I'm gonna try it in regular drive mode. I'm gonna launch it even lighter, basically. We'll try maybe like 1750 RPMs. All right, let's see. About right here. not trying to get any traction at all right now. That was a 5.7 and that had absolutely massive amounts of spin. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys can probably hear this on camera, but it literally just keeps cutting out for some reason. Like, it'll spin all the way through first, all the way through second, and then it'll cut out, and then it'll pick back up. I don't know, man. It's acting kind of strange right now. We'll go ahead and try another one. Actually, let's get around this turn first, and then we'll try it out. About right here should work. Let's try it even lighter this time, man, because traction is not on my side right now. All right, so about there. Bro. I mean, dude, something just does not feel right, man. Like, it just keeps cutting. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, or like, obviously you can probably hear it, but you can't feel it how I'm feeling it. But like, dude, I don't get it. Like, it literally spins so hard that it like skips a gear. Like, I don't even know. It almost feels like it's shifting from first to third. Like, I don't know, man. They did this last time, but not near this bad. And for those of you guys who were wondering, I don't think I said it, the 0 to 60 that time was 6.05, and that's terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. If I can't beat this time tonight, I'm gonna be so crushed. Like, I know that this car has the ability to put out a 0 to 60 well under 5.4 seconds now, but I just, if it's not one thing, it's another. All right, so we'll try another run right here. Get to a stop, hit reset. We're gonna try it in manual mode this time and just hope, basically. Maybe a 1500-ish RPM launch about right here. Okay, I might have figured something out that time. So instead of letting the car hit redline and shift on its own, I shifted for it. That time was a 5.68, which was by far the best time we've had tonight. But like I said, I short shifted, so there's that much more room to go, basically, if it wasn't this cold out. All right, so we'll go ahead and try another one right here. First gear again, about 1500 RPMs, and we'll short shift it again. Better, but I know that there's so much more room to go with this car. That was a 5.62. Like, I just know that if I did not have to short shift it and I could just let this thing peg off the red line and just rip it, man, it would be so much faster. Oh my goodness. I gotta close these windows and blast the heat real quick. I feel like an icicle, man. I doubt you guys are gonna be able to see this right now, but the tracks that I left from the first 0 to 60 where I spun all the way through almost every gear, they're just right here in front of me, man. That looks hilarious. But I guess we're gonna try another one in manual mode, since that seems to be our best bet. I'm gonna turn the AC off completely real quick. All right, we'll do it again, short shift it again, why not? Hit reset, about right here, launch it. Shift it. That time was a 5.75. So, I mean, really, man, I think the limiting factor right now is the weather. It's just too cold to get enough traction. So I'm gonna take a short intermission from the 0 to 60s. We'll go and do some 60 rolls and whatnot real quick, have some fun, so you guys can see actually how fast this car is, man, because I promise you this car is capable of a much better 0 to 60 time than a 5.4 second. I'm just limited by traction / weather right now, unfortunately. All right, so we'll get up to about 60 and we will just mat it. About right here and floor it. And keep in mind, we were just flying up a hill too, so yeah, there's that. All right, this is a pretty good spot for a 60 roll. We'll get up to speed here, about right-ish there, and we'll just floor it now. Oh my goodness, dude. This thing just starts pulling so hard now, dude. I absolutely love it. Like 110%. I can notice a difference in how this thing shifts under full throttle after I put that performance grounding kit on. It just shifts so much smoother / snappier, I guess, in a way, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna go ahead and try out another 0 to 60 now. We're gonna do this one from manual mode. We'll go ahead and get stopped right here. Shift down into first, and I don't have the draggy open, so hold on. All right, so now I got the draggy on. Hit reset. We're in first gear, traction, stability, everything's off. About 1500-ish, a little bit over. We'll do this time, about right here. Our best time tonight though, a 5.60 flat, but still, it's no 5.4 or lower. All right, we're about to bust out another run, but I just wanted to say real quick, like the car, everything is cool. Nothing's like getting hot at all, but I can smell those headers, man. I can smell the metal on those headers. This time I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna launch it in drive mode, and then before it shifts, I'm just gonna short shift it into second gear and hope that we can get a better time, I guess. And about 1500-ish. Did it again. 5.9, man, I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm so disappointed with these results. Like I really thought that even though it was super cold outside today, that if I, you know, basically burnt my tires off a few times, that I'd start getting traction, but I guess not, man. That's very, very unfortunate. We're gonna try another one right here. The Draggy's actually on in this spot this time. Hit reset, first gear, and let's get it. About right there. Nope. What was that, man? Like that was... Dude, man, I was really hoping to bring you guys a very good time in this video, but I don't even know. We're gonna try 2 more times. If we don't have any better luck, I think we're gonna call it for the 0 to 60s tonight, and we'll just do some first gear rolls, so you guys can check that out. Reset, first gear. We're just gonna do a soft normal launch. 5.8 seconds flat, man. Golly. I know I've talked about the downpipes rattling for quite a while now. I'm gonna try and downshift and see if you guys can hear this actually. Can you hear that? There's just something, and it sounds like either the flex pipe part of the downpipe or maybe just the inner piping yet again has just broken loose and it's just in there just rattling up a storm, man. It's so annoying. Let's go ahead and do one more 0 to 60 now. All right, we'll try one more time right here, get to a stop, hit reset. And this time, man, I'm not even gonna like launch it. I'm just gonna hit the gas from a standstill because as you guys know by now, it is too cold to actually launch this thing, and I don't really think it's gonna make that much of a difference. So yeah, first gear, everything's off. Let's just floor it. Pretty decent, but there's a difference between how it felt and how it actually was, and it was a 5.82, man. That is just such a punch in the nuts, bro. Come on. All right, so right here we will try ourselves a first gear roll. Now I do these all the time off camera, and it's like my favorite thing to do in this car, man. Like you guys, I'm so hoping you can hear that rattling sound on GoPro. It is just so ridiculous, bro. All right, so we'll get to about 4,000 and floor it about right here. All right, that, like, I mean, dude, if this thing had traction from a standstill, I would be willing to bet this car itself right here that I'm honking that I could beat my time of 5.4 seconds, bro. Like, oh my goodness. We'll do another one right here. Shift all the way down into first, nice and slowly. Hopefully you guys can hear that annoying rattling sound so you know what I'm having to deal with. 3, 2, 1. Can you hear that rattling, bro? What the heck? And then about 3,500, we'll get it. Oh yeah. And right here, I don't know if you guys can even see the odometer and everything that well, but when it shifted into fourth right there, it didn't short shift on its own. I short shifted for it because, I mean, there's no reason to be going near 100 miles an hour on this road at nighttime. I just realized I didn't even have the AC off for those last 2 hits, so we'll turn it off for these next ones. We got the AC off, we're in first gear, traction and stability off. We'll go ahead and get it to like 3,500-ish RPMs and then floor it. Right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we spun that time. I just heard like a giant peel out whenever we took off. That was pretty sick. We'll go ahead and do one more right here. I don't know if you guys can hear that rattling, but it is not fun to listen to, man. Second gear, and then first gear. All All right, so we'll start rolling into it, get to about 4,000 this time. Hopefully you guys can actually see the dashboard. This thing just shreds, bro. I know for a fact that it can do a better 0 to 60 than 5.4. All right, everybody. Now that is really going to wrap it up for this video. I just got to say real quick, this video is not an accurate representation of how fast a full bolt-on and tuned Genesis Coupe 3.8 is. I promise you that this car is way faster than the numbers I was getting tonight. I'm just limited by traction, aka weather right now. It's just way too cold to put down the power. Like I said, I honestly thought that maybe after like 4 or 5 runs max, the tires would be warm enough to grip, but as you guys saw, no matter how many times we tested the 0 to 60, the traction did not get any better. It's just we're at a loss of traction today. So unfortunately, I'm going to be wrapping this video up the same way that I've pretty much wrapped up all the other 0 to 60 videos, and that is with an absolute fail. I mean, I honestly thought that we were maybe going to break into the 5.0 seconds flat today, but no. At the best, we were at like 5.60, I want to say, which is only 0.2 off of our best ever. But like, man, I just know for a fact that if I could put this power down, it would be so much faster, because we're literally almost replicating our fastest time ever, and we're spinning all the way through first and second. So yeah, man, that's really unfortunate, but it is what it is. You guys let me know if you think it's just because of the weather that I was not getting traction, or if I need better tires, if I need bigger tires. You guys just let me know down in the comments below what you think. But yeah, man, like I said, that is really going to wrap it up for this one. I promise you guys, like pinky promise, no fingers crossed, no nothing, the next time we test the 0 to 60, we are going to best our time by at least 0.2 seconds. So yeah, hopefully that'll come sooner than later. Hopefully the weather will get a little bit better and I can test it again. Next time I'm going to test it in advance, so when I go to record the video, I don't look like an idiot and just get the same time as I got before. But yeah, man, like I said, that's all for this one. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, do not forget to drop a like and subscribe. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one.